Hi, this topic is called Let's Talk Interview. I work for Microsoft, and we will be looking at the present simple in the affirmative voice. It's a verb tense that we use to express something that is happening in the present, right now, at this very moment. The affirmative present simple. It is the most basic form of a verb in the present tense, and it has no auxiliary verbs or special endings added to it. The first example of how we can use the present simple in the affirmative voice is to state something that is a fact or to describe a state of being: happy, sad, tired, bothered, annoyed. Let's look at these first examples. I am happy. We're expressing our state of being, how we are feeling. I am happy. You are pretty. She is nice. He is clever. This is an interview. The second way we can use the present simple is by stating something that happens on every day, a routine or a habit. Wake up, go to work, eat lunch, eat dinner, those kinds of things. Let's look at these examples. I wake up. We eat breakfast. Sharon drops the kids off at school. The boys play in the park. Let's look more closely at how we form the affirmative present simple. We take the subject plus the verb in the present simple form, and then we add the rest of the sentence. We see in this sentence, we take the subject, which is I, combine it with the present conjugation of the verb to be in the first person, am, and add the rest of the sentence, happy. If you're unsure about how to conjugate different verbs, there are hundreds of verbs in the English language, and of course we can't go over them all together, but you will find a list of some verbs at the end of this lesson, and also you can look online to find other lists of the hundreds of verbs that exist in English. Let's look at the rest of these examples. For the second sentence, you work at Microsoft. You see the present simple of the verb to work is work. The boys plus the verb to play. The present simple is play. The boys play in the park. Sharon drops the kids off at school. We eat breakfast. Eat breakfast. Now, using this verb tense in an interview, it might look something like this. If you want to talk about where you currently work, by saying, I currently work at Microsoft, you are answering the question, where do you currently work? It's a question that you might often get posed when someone might often ask you that question when you are doing an interview. Another question, what do you do there? Right, you answer, I am a computer programmer. Do you enjoy your job? I would say that I enjoy my job tremendously. Then why are you interviewing with our company? I enjoy my job tremendously. However, I want something different. I need a change of pace. You have to be careful, however, when using the present simple because it is a very basic form of speaking in the present. And so we don't use it that much. It's used sometimes, but there are other more advanced ways to say things. So as we continue in this series of lessons, you will be learning different ways and more advanced ways to talk about or to express something in the present. Just a review, here is a list of several different verbs that we looked at during this lesson today. You saw them all conjugated in some of our sentences. And like I said before, there are hundreds of different verbs, and I can't write them all out for you. However, you can look them up online. I'll go over a couple with you, the ones that are very common. To be, which we use all the time. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, they are, and the verb to have. I have, you have, she, he, she, it has, we have, they have. You'll notice something about English verbs, though, that a lot of times the verbs often conjugate the same way, except for the third person singular. he, she, and it. They're often the only verbs that are conjugated differently. And for instance, you see I say, you say, he, she, it says. There's an S. And that's often the difference we'll see in this third person singular. He, she, it says. He, she, it goes. He, she, it works. I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson, and stay tuned for our next one, where we will talk about the present simple in the negative, and the title of that topic is I Don't Work for Microsoft. Bye-bye.